Hello YouTube, I'm back with the next My Little Pony episode review, and today I'm reviewing Woe Is Me. This is a two-part episode storyline involving a character who's similarly named Woebegone. Ironically, the fact that this character ends up causing problems wherever he goes, seemingly bad luck, but the ponies, of course, don't buy into curses and all that, so they take him in anyway, only to find things going wrong. Pretty much just the minute they bring him in, Paradise Estate ends up falling apart. They end up setting a tree on fire. But of course, truth be told, they do end up finding there's more to the story. Because there was a witch that actually gave him these problems. But of course, she didn't really give him anything in particular. It was mostly more about bringing his fears to life. So as it turns out, Woebegone actually never was always just, doubting himself the entire time. He was never on any curse. It was just the witch bringing whatever fears he had to life, because he did cause a problem back in the day. So, and he was always constantly doubting himself, but the ponies knew otherwise. But, it's another new character we don't see ever. Unfortunately, we don't get to see it thereafter, so we don't get to find out, how he's been doing ever since he's gotten over this. Although he does feel much better, and oddly enough, like a little running gag is kind of having him a cloud over his head. That whole, I think it's more of a metaphor than anything else, but they actually put it in literally having a cloud over his head, a dark cloud over his head, basically having a thunderstorm over his head the entire time. But yeah, I think if he had realized it from the get-go, we wouldn't have this episode at all. We'd have like 5 minutes to kill, maybe even. But yeah, I guess if you're not too into the show itself, you have some sort of dislike for Paradise Estate and that, so you get to see a little bit of destruction in this. So, but you still have to put up with Woebegone's constant negativity, as well as the ponies continuously trying to cheer him up the entire time. But it's still nice to get to see why he goes through it. It's not like they had to go the entire episode. It's like, nope, we're not going to give away anything. We'll just say he's been like this forever, and will never ever get over it. No, they actually had a pretty interesting backstory. It's always interesting to find out why a character acts the way they act. And no, it's not just because the scriptwriter said so. Because even they have to put a story in to actually give you some idea of what happened. Plus, it makes the story more interesting if you actually find out why. So, finding out why things were the way they are can sometimes be pretty interesting as well. But it's always good, because, this proves the ponies, obviously, they know there's a good heart in everyone. It's kind of like Sweetheart in My Little Pony Tales. Even she knew that it wasn't as bad as he seemed. Although that was kind of the opposite. It was everyone else thinking he was always the bad person. The bad character, although that was somewhat true, and it kind of proved true here as well. Because Teddy, of course, was not always that way. It's really just an act. He's not really that type of person. Woebegone was, of course, always acting that way. It was seemingly true, but only because of something the witch gave him. Not necessarily because he was always like that. And as we find out, he's much happier when he's actually not a part of this so-called curse. So, I'd say it's definitely worthwhile. Give it a shot. You get to see new characters, a little bit of backstory. It kind of would have been, as I kind of said, it'd be kind of nice to have sort of a third episode that kind of shows how he's been doing after that. I don't know. I guess they probably couldn't figure they'd probably get much out of it after that. Kind of a nice resolution, so I'd recommend the two-part episodes. Of course, it's a lot shorter than the 10 parts in the end of Flutter Valley, so if you hate it, it's only 20 minutes, roughly. Maybe 18 if you, discount the opening and ending credits. He's not that bad. He's not deliberately trying to destroy the, Ponyland, as they call it back there. So, yeah, that's my review on Woe Is Me from My Little Pony G1. Thanks for watching.